making our news brief headlines today. Just over 73% of voters exercised their democratic right during yesterday's 2025 general election and referendum. We share what happens between now and the swearing in of the next government. And the SLK Blades take Game 1 in the Division 1 National Men's League Basketball Playoffs. Good evening, I'm Lavita Thompson, and welcome to our CIGtv news brief today, Thursday, May 1st. The polls closed yesterday evening at 6 p.m. following months of anticipation for the 2025 general elections and referendum. We have the official results for each of the 19 constituencies, and they are as follows. West Bay North, Ralston Anglin. West Bay West, Julie Hunter. West Bay Central, Catherine Ebanks Wilkes. West Bay South, Andre Ebanks. Georgetown North, Joseph Hugh. Georgetown West, Perlina McGaw Lumsden. Georgetown Central, Kenneth Bryan. Georgetown South, Gary Rutty. Georgetown East, Roy McTaggart. Red Bay, Roy Tatum. Prospect, Michael Miles. Savannah, Heather Bodden. Newlands, Wayne Panton. Bodentown West, Christopher Saunders. Bodentown East, Dwayne Seymour. North Side, Yohani Ebanks. East End, Isaac Rankin. Cayman Brack West and Little Cayman, Nicholas DaCosta. And for Cayman Brack East, Juliana O'Connor Connolly. For the referendum questions, voters said no to the Cayman Islands developing cruise berthing infrastructure and yes to the introduction of a national lottery in the islands and the decriminalization of the consumption and possession of small amounts of cannabis. 73.57% of voters cast their ballots yesterday, a 0.24% change from 2021, which had 73.81% of the electorate's participation. There was a report regarding an empty ballot box that was inadvertently left at Prospect Primary School following the completion of last night's general election and referendum count. The elections office confirmed that the box in question was empty and had no impact on the legitimacy or outcome of the vote. All ballots were securely counted and transported in accordance with established procedures. We spoke with Supervisor of Elections Wesley Howell to get his opinion on how the day's electoral proceedings went.
So the number of voters on the register increased by 2,000 voters, just about 1,800 or so. So to hit the same percentage of voter turnout actually meant that we have that many more voters actually voting because the list is that much larger.
That's quite impressive. So of course we know with any elections that there should be some challenges or hiccups. Do you have any that took place today?
We were relatively smooth. I mean, we were troubleshooting all day long, all sorts of issues, pipes bursting at polling stations and those sorts of things. But our partners were fantastic. Public Works came out on a public holiday and got it sorted for us, and we were able to continue to poll normally. So yeah, nothing on really extreme. I'm just really thankful that it was a calm and peaceful day overall.
We know that you mentioned the referendum played a major part in possible part in the turnout today. Could you speak about any other differences that you might have noticed between this and other elections that you might have supervised in the past?
Yeah, I believe that we had a higher number of younger persons, young Caymanians voting in this general election. There were a number of university students, Caymanians overseas, that we've sent postal ballots off to, and just coming out today on postal voting on voting day, the number of young people was impressive.
You can watch more from yesterday's Election Day coverage on demand on the Cayman Islands Government YouTube channel. Now that the elections have concluded, the question is what happens next? As a first step, Her Excellency the Governor will issue writs of election, formally confirming each successful candidate as a duly elected member of Parliament. This enables MPs to assume their constitutional roles. The governor will also issue a proclamation setting the date, time, and location for the first meeting of the new parliament. This publicly announced proclamation marks the next step toward forming a new government. We will have more details tomorrow on what follows as a new government is formally established. The government transition period has a direct impact on the civil service. However, the deputy governor has assured the public that essential government services will not be hindered during this time. Here is what Honorable Franz Manderson had to say during our live broadcast yesterday regarding the work of the civil service in the coming days.
Under our Constitution, the existing government remains in power until a new government is formed, and the civil service should continue our business as usual. We should not be starting new things. The governor spoke about a period of election sensitivity. We're in the height of that at the moment. So we should not be doing anything new or making any large expenditures, but we should be carrying out our normal activities. So that's what we should be doing as a civil service. And I must say, over this last 2 months, the civil service has made me proud in terms of how we have conducted ourselves during the period of election sensitivity. We've done it very well.
CIGtv will continue to provide all official updates and results of the 2025 general elections and referendum on both our cable and YouTube channels. In fact, tomorrow, the visiting international observers will be hosting a press conference here on CIGtv at 10 a.m. to share their findings from this year's elections observation mission. Now for a look at sports. The Division I men's basketball playoffs are underway following an exciting Game 1 matchup between the SLK Blades and the Seoul Blazers. The teams were in a back-and-forth showdown for the duration of the game, but it would be SLK Blades to pull away with the win in the end, leaving a final score of 94-86. Blades' top performers include Peter Grant with 28 points, Lance Welcome with 27 points, and Kobe McKenzie with 18 points. For the Blazers, Justin Galop earned an impressive 37 points, supported by teammates Tiran Tamal and Josh Cottrell, who earned 18 and 16 points respectively. For the full schedule of games, stats, and more, visit caymanbasketball.com. Let's have a brief look now at your Tuesday weather forecast. Today's forecast shows partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers. Temperatures will reach to the upper 80s with winds out of the east-northeast at 10 to 15 knots, and seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. Moderate to fresh winds and seas are expected to prevail through the next 24 hours as a ridge of high pressure remains across the northwest Caribbean. Radar imagery shows showers in and around the Cayman area moving towards the west. For local weather updates, be sure to visit the Cayman Islands National Weather Service website and follow their Facebook page for the most reliable coverage. If you're watching us on the CIG YouTube channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed with the most accurate local government news. That wraps up today's CIG News Brief. I'm Levita Thompson signing off. Thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow on our various CIG channels with the most reliable government news. Have a wonderful evening.